Hey everybody, I'm Actors. So school is starting back up and I already know everybody's on that grind to find some awesome cheap shoes because everybody wants to walk into the school and look fresh as hell but don't want to spend a crazy amount of money. I get it. And I've been looking at a lot of YouTube videos out there of people making cheap shoe lists and they're all doing the same thing, like basic Air Force Ones, Superstars and stuff. So I decided to make a list of awesome cheap shoes that you can find even on Stockx. And before we get into it, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to please go like, comment, share this video. And while you're at it, just subscribe. Because right now my goal is to get 4,000 watch hours by the end of this year so I can finally get sponsored and monetized on YouTube. I've been grinding really hard right now to be pushing awesome videos for you guys. So any support would be much appreciated. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off this list with some fire Jordan 1s. And that is the Jordan 1 Mid Chicago. If I had to rename these shoes, I would call them the Poor Man Chicagos. Because it's basically the Jordan 1 Chicagos but in mid-top form and with white on the heel. And right now the price range on these shoes on StockX is $127 to $161, which is absolutely amazing. And if you really want these shoes, I suggest you cop them quick because the prices on these shoes I guarantee you are going to go up. Because if you want a pair of Chicagos but don't got the Chicago money, you can just go ahead and get these shoes and it's almost the same thing, almost. Hardcore fans will probably disagree with me and say these are absolute trash because there's a mid-top, but I don't care because right now I'm looking out for the people who can't afford the high-top Chicagos. Right now the price range for the high-top Chicagos are $1,500 to $1,700. That is insane. It almost makes me want to buy a pair just so I can hold on to them and flip them, which would not be a bad idea actually. But anyways, Jordan 1 Mid Chicagos, dope shoe, really cheap, go get them if you want. Alright, so our next Jordan 1 on this list, it's almost the same exact thing. It's the Jordan 1 Mid Chicago Toe. Once again, another Jordan 1 mid top that looks almost like this Jordan 1 Chicago's. This one, instead of having white on the heel, it has black on the toe, which is really weird and almost off-putting for me, but I know a lot of people like them and buying them right now. The StockX trade range on these are going for $147 to $196, so you can definitely find these under $200. And like I said, if you're thinking about copying them, go ahead cop them because prices are just keep going up on these. And the reason for that, because once again, it's kind of like a poor man Chicago. I would also definitely recommend this if you want like a Chicago Jordan 1 but don't have that Chicago money. Very cool, and you know what? I think they're definitely worth the buy. Okay, enough of the Jordan 1. Our next sneaker on this list is the Taylor CDGs. Come on guys, let's not be too basic here and not just get normal Chuck Taylors. Let's get a little hype in there and go with the CDG collab. You can still find these Chuck Taylors for really cheap, price range from $110 to $227 on StockX. So a lot of sizes are going for under $200, which is an absolute steal. Pretty dope. The Chuck Taylors are an awesome sneaker to begin with, but I didn't want this list to be basic, so that's why I chose these. It's really cool. I like how they add the heart on the side of it. Definitely makes these stand out from normal Converses. So if you're looking for a really cool pair of Chuck Taylors, but you don't want to be basic, I would definitely go with these. So our next sneaker on this list, it's really interesting. It's a Puma sneaker. It's the Puma RS Dreamer J. Cole. I'm telling you guys, Puma is making a comeback and this is one of the sneakers proving why. It's a really cool silhouette with a lot of crazy colors in it. And it's a celebrity collab, J. Cole. That's awesome. So the trade range right now on these shoes are going from $175 to $225. Which is a little bit more on the expensive side, but you can definitely find a lot of sizes under $200, which is really cheap for a celebrity collab sneaker. Really cool sneaker, a lot going on here, and you definitely be pretty unique rocking these sneakers because I bet a lot of people don't have these. So if you're looking for a sneaker that's a little bit more out there with a lot of pop, definitely go with these. Okay, so our next sneaker on this list, it's a little bit more basic, but I just couldn't resist. It's the Nike Blazer Mid 77 Vintage. I mean, these sneakers are just so damn clean. Just such a classic design that's still awesome today. The trade price range is probably one of the lowest on this list. It goes from $107 to $121, which I think is an absolute steal. Because I just think how simple and clean these sneakers are. I mean, you can just wear them with anything. Definitely could put a lot of use in these, a lot of miles. Like, holy crap, I think I might cop these shoes right now. I also might be just because I'm just a sucker for vintage shoes like these. Anyways, Nike Mid Blazers, 77 Vintage. Go cop them. Okay, so this next sneaker, it's stretching a little bit, but for the common sneaker sizes, this thing can be found under $200, so that's why it's on this list. It's the Jordan 3 Animal Instinct. Okay, right now I'm looking on StockX, size 8 through 12 is going under $200 right now, which is under retail, and that's an absolute steal. And I really like these sneakers because it looks like it's just made for complete ballers, man. I mean, it's got zebra, cheetah print on there, some tiger, and they just look really freaking crazy, dude. I think you'd be fly as hell walking into school with these shoes on. These things are going on to retail and I don't even know why. I mean, maybe some people don't like them. I mean, I absolutely do. I mean, if you've been wanting these sneakers but second guessing yourself, don't. These are pretty cool in my opinion. I would recommend them. So if you want them, just go get them. Don't care what other people think, because I think these shoes are just absolutely baller. And I still can't believe you can find these shoes on retail. That is a steal. And for our final sneaker on this list, I give in. I had to put an Air Force One on there. But these are not just ordinary Air Force Ones, alright? This is the Air Force One Euro Tour. Even though this is a basic Air Force One, there's some crazy stuff going on here. Like how the swoosh is kind of like split, so one side is like higher than the other. And it's red too, and that's really dope. They also included like a mini swoosh like towards the toe on the side, which I also think is really cool. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on here that makes it different from the normal basic Air Force One. And come on guys, I'm encouraging you guys, don't be basic and buy the all white pair. Save up just a little bit more money and get these. And these are still really cheap. This trade range right now on StockX is 121 to 141, which makes me give this sneaker a 10 out of 10 recommendation for a baller on a budget who wants to not be basic and get something a little bit different. And I encourage a lot of people to get sneakers like this. Like, please, stop buying the all white pair. Everybody has them. Get something different, please. Like, it's not a bad sneaker, it's just, I just hate walking to school and see everybody have them. So if you had a pair of Air Force Ones on your back to school shopping list, I would definitely get these. So this concludes my list of awesome cheap sneakers you can find on StockX. What you guys think about it? Like, comment, share this video if you enjoyed it. And last, but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.